down, but the
Oh,
internet is fine. And it says we're live on OBS. Okay, we're live again.
can the stream hear me?
Let's see. Yeah, if you can hear us, let us know. Yeah, the stream died for some reason. Um, Actually, it looks like it was on Twitch's end, which is weird. Okay, all good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that was weird. That looks like it was on Twitch's end. My OBS didn't drop, and my internet didn't drop as well. Maybe you could hear.
Interesting.
And my dog in the background was throwing away, like throwing some bone around. I was just like, what the? I thought somebody's breaking into my house, and I see my. All right, cool. That's good. Sweet. All right,
So
so
do you know how Exude, like the ruling on Exude works?
in terms of what?
In terms of,
It's an
I
instant
know
speed
it says that you
activation.
can't play, yeah, instant speed activations, but is that only after it resolves?
Surely, right? The card would
Yeah.
have to.
Or like, does it have to hit or anything like that? I
No.
don't actually know the text on it. I
Nah,
just
nah,
know that
nah.
it's defense reactions and instants.
Yeah.
Usually it's a card that you want to use the boots on, I think, if you're playing Ira or a Razor or something like that. Which he could very well have in his hand right now.
Yeah, once easy resolves. I think so as well. Not totally sure. Haven't actually encountered that card too much since it came out in Monarch, interestingly.
No, yeah, I haven't seen much of it either. Everybody tells me it's broken in Ira, but I have yet to test it myself. But I guess we're seeing it here, putting Dom in a bit of an odd position. He's gonna
Okay.
pitch the Command and
To
Conquer.
pump. Okay. Yeah, so that's 4 to 7, right? It's +3? Or it's +2? Hope
It's
so.
+2, so it goes
Alright.
4 to 6.
4 to 6. So only going to take the Kino down 2.
So he does end up taking 2 from the Rousing Aether, and then Dom is going to decide here if he or how he wants to block this. He really only needs to use 1 card from hand to be able to do it. I think he has 2 in his hand right now. But Jacob's got no resources floating, so maybe Dom's trying to think about if he can do 9 damage here, which
Yeah, which is
perhaps
not
he can.
too
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
not.
do. I mean, if he's going for it, surely he has it, right? We're going to pitch the blue, and we have a forked. For
Or
6?
for 8? What? Why not block?
Oh, he had a movable. He had a movable.
Oh my god.
What? He had a movable. Oh, we were just talking about it. Nobody plays that card, and he just lost the
Wow.
game because of it. Wow. Oh, I was so confused there for a second. I was like, what?
I can't believe he's still running that.
Yeah,
That's
you can't
crazy.
play a movable to the chain. Wow. But yeah, he had the tome as well. Wow. What the heck?
My mind is blown.
Smack talking him for not running needle. Says Gauntlet. Yeah, I mean, I still think you run needle, but I still think you run the
still
needle.
think you run needle,
But
for sure.
what the heck was that?
Yeah, that was wow. What a surprising finish.
Yeah,
I'm actually shocked.
I lost for words. Did not expect that one. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Dom would have had game there if Jacob saw one less sigil, but sometimes the Ira just sees 2 sigils, and it becomes extremely difficult for the Kano to play around that,
Losing
unfortunately.
confidence, man. What the heck?
Yep.
All
Confidence really
right.
making things even more difficult.
Well,
Yeah,
that
the
was
issue is that he had 2 cards in hand, right? He had
Yeah.
unmovable and forked. So you can't pay for the unmovable. So
and
you
he also
have
had a
to-
tome.
Oh, and tome, yeah. Which could you block with forked and tome though? Maybe he knew forked was his win con. I'm really not sure. Forked was from the arsenal, right? So it was tome and unmovable, but you can't
Yeah,
pitch
it was
tome to pay for unmovable.
Forked for the Arsenal Wizard. Huh. I mean, that was an interesting one. Did not expect that finish. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, me either.
But anyway, we'll do a quick shout out to our sponsors, which is going to be Deck Edge. Putting up the prize for these players, making it possible every single week. Check them out if you can. Patreon spots are open. This Patreon does sell product at close to MSRP, and that does include first edition when it comes around. So sneak in there if you can. With that, we will take a quick break before round 5. That is round 5 of 6 in Swiss, and then we'll cut to top 8. See you then. All right, and welcome back for round 5. We have Kasai versus Kano. This is a Kano we've seen before. This is going to be Dominic out of Canada, and on the Kasai here, a bit spicy, is GHS. I'm really excited about that card he has in the, in the bottom left over there. The new boots out of Monarch, but I don't think they're going to be helping him too much in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna help too much. I'm sure that he'll probably end up switching some of this equipment. I've wanted to watch Gabe play basically all day. Yesterday we were in a skirmish, and he beat me with this deck. His Valiant Dynamo absorbed. I think it came out to 8 damage across the whole game, which was just wild. And I thought the deck was really cool. So I'm glad to see that he's still playing with it. And it'll be cool to see it go against the Kano. I'd imagine the matchup is probably pretty bad for Kasai.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. He's opting for
heavy
Nova
red
and
or what?
3 in the boots.
Yeah, is
Have
it
I read
heavy
what?
red? Heavy red deck on the Kasai side or what?
I thought you asked if I've read. I was like, have I read what, Brendan?
Damn, bro. Can't see the cards. Can't hear my voice. Like, what's going on?
I don't know if it's that red, to be honest with you. When we were playing, he seemed to always have blue in hand. So there's a lot of attack reactions, though, which is not ideal for the Kano player for sure. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The deck seems to be focused primarily on swinging the sword twice, swinging each sword, I guess.
Yep.
To be able to get the counter off the dynamo and block with them multiple times per game. So I don't know how well that strategy is going to come across against Kano when there are no boots. But I guess we'll see here.
Yep, and we will.
So starting with the Centauri Saber. My mistake against him was that I put 1 card in front of this. Oh,
Oof.
see?
There you go.
Dom's putting no cards in front of this.
Yeah.
And
Dom could have the
that might be
unmovable.
his
though.
mistake. Yeah, he could have that unmovable in his hand, which I'm guessing he does based on the fact
Wow,
that he's
he
pitching
does. God.
here. So he'll still end up taking 1. No reprise effect is active on that Stroke of Foresight. And we'll see if Gabe has any other attack reactions in his hand. It doesn't look like he does, considering
Arsenal.
Dom's putting the cards away. And yeah, just going to be drawn back up after he arsenals there. I mean, obviously I haven't played much Kasai myself, but I'd imagine that you probably want to be going second against Kano, not first.
All of our Kanos have gone second today.
Yep,
Some
and all have
high-rolling Kano.
lost. I'm just saying. But they've also all been defeated by the same player. Although, when you have the Stern hand, like, okay, well,
Alright.
can't feel very good. We just throw blue in front of this and take...
That's a card.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is going to be coming in for 12 damage here. We're going to take 9 and
Yeah,
go down to
take
11.
9 off it.
Taking 11 on turn 1 ain't too good, but we'll see.
Definitely not ideal. It's for sure not what you want to be seeing.
Yeah, get Gabe some wire management. He's going to be struggling with that headphone.
But you got to get yourself a pair of wireless headphones, my boy. But yeah, we'll see what he's able to do here. Coming back from a stir fork like that is obviously going to be really tough. So we'll see if he's able to...
You'll 2 go again.
Yeah, 2 go again.
Not too scary.
See if Dom chooses to block this one up.
Yep, 11 is a pretty
Imagine
critical
that he'll-
critical life total, though, because Stir Forked Metacarpus nodes. Plus Crucible does kill him. Coming for 14. Kills any null 3 player.
Yeah, he was at 15 life as well, so he would have had a lot of time
Bro,
to go through that. Ooh, but a little Nourishing Emptiness.
Nourishing
Okay.
Emptiness. Yeah, 6 dominate.
Not too
It is
bad.
live, so could draw 5 cards here on the tail end of this. Nourishing Emptiness. What if that's his... I'm assuming that's his only attack action?
I would guess so. I didn't actually ask him for like a deck profile or anything like that after we finished playing. So I can only go based off speculation. But this turn's interesting. I don't know if I might have chosen to swing at the Centauri Saber and maybe, like, I feel like it's not something that, as a Kano player I would be blocking, just a lone Centauri Saber.
Okay, yeah. I was
and
like,
then
draw 5 cards, sir.
Yeah, and then maybe use the boots and then play the hit and run on the dominated attack to have it hit for for even more, and then maybe even swing a Centauri Saber after that as well. But yeah, I mean we'll see. He's got 5 cards in hand now, so
Yeah.
Hopefully, at least one of those is blue to be
Yeah.
able to stop whatever.
If we
the
see like a red
defense
Voltic
damage is.
here, it's gonna be pretty tough going down that low. So any sort
Yeah.
of chip is gonna be really good for Dominic here.
I don't think I don't think the Kasai deck is running any sigils, to be honest with you.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
I didn't see any in our game, so I think the life that he has is the life that he has to work with.
for
and he'll
sure.
have
Yeah,
to,
I would assume that as well as the Wizard player.
yeah. So we'll have to see how much he's able to block out here.
Okay.
But pitching
Sonic
a
Boom.
Sonic Boom for a Sonic Boom. It's
Sonic
coming
Boom
in
for 3.
3 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Not
guess
not pumped or anything like that.
just give me a
He's
blue.
probably just trying to get a card out of his hand and then arsenal that last card that's in his hand right now. Which I think if I'm Dom, I'm probably just working towards, like you said, that Stir Forked Metacarpus node Crucible play.
Yep.
To be able to just kill Gabe outright. So he's probably arsenaling one of those combo pieces, or he'll just arsenal something that he can use to play next turn, like a Voltic Bolt, for example, or something along those lines. Just to deal some more chip damage before he does go for that big final turn.
Yep. So I mean, surely Gabe has the blue here.
I'd imagine so with 5 cards in hand. I would really hope that he has at least a blue.
Quite unlucky. But he's really thinking about the blue. So does he just have one? Or that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, he might only have the 1 blue.
Or he just does the old no blocks and then dies to whatever Sonic
whatever
Boom
gets
flips.
ripped off the top, yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know if that would be too wise.
Yeah.
He might just be thinking about how best to play out his next turn when he's down that 1 blue card. It may be significant for, depending on how many attack reactions or whatever he has in his hand.
What?
But he's putting the cards down. He's having to think here, and he looks like he's just taking the damage and hoping that there's nothing good on top.
My man.
We know there's no one movable on top, but it is a stir. Oh no! Oh God, no! Oh no! 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 Not like this!
Oh my God.
Oh man! Oh, that's so sad.
That is hilarious.
That's so sad. Never in a million years could he have predicted that one. I was wondering why Dom was putting that stir, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was like, what the? I was like, he's Zap in his deck. Like, what's going on here?
Oh man. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I were Gabe. I'd be malding right now.
Yeah.
Unbelievably angry.
I can't believe he took the Sonic Boom.
Yeah, me too.
With 5 cards in hand.
He must have all right.
It was just tempting fate, man. Like
if I see him pitch a blue,
like 5 cards, 5 cards from
I'm gonna
Nourishing.
be mad.
5
I'm gonna
cards.
be mad if he pitches a blue.
Yeah, 5 cards off of Nourishing. He just tempts it. He's like, nah, give me.
Oh, he for sure drew all reds. It's the only explanation.
God, it's like literally the best draw is Stir, right? Because not even Forked is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess nah. I mean, Voltic. Voltic does 5. No, Voltic always does 5. It's literally the best draw. Yeah, because Sonic Boom is pitched, so it couldn't even be Sonic Boom into Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Oh man, when he put those cards down again, I thought he was putting the cards down to say, yeah, take 6. And I was just gonna, my eyebrows were gonna shoot through the roof at how high they would be raised. Oh yeah, he definitely does not have blue in his hand.
Man, this.
Yeah, yikes.
Oh.
That is so tough. You draw 5 cards off Nourishing Emptiness, and none of them are blue. That's terrible. You hate to see it. That is upsetting.
I'm gonna have to take a shower. That was so dirty.
I still can't believe. What are the chances?
Like, I understand, like, playing the Sonic Boom and, like, ripping the Stir and, like, it just being this hilarious sequence, but after a nourishing 5 is just like
Yeah, I
the
know.
most
It's still.
He
Oh, his
literally
whole hand
drew
is
5
red. His whole
reds.
hand is
He
red.
literally
Yep.
drew 5 reds. He has 3
Yeah.
red. You have such a good read. Like Kano kills him 100%, right? You have such a good read that it's all red, and you have talismanic lens and boots. Like, I mean, this one could be a blue. Maybe he did sandbag the blue. Just took 2. Yeah, it is a blue. Okay, so that is a
Did have the blue.
That's the only blue though. 100%. That's the only
Yeah,
blue.
for sure. That other card in his
100%.
hand is definitely not blue. I mean,
Why did he put those cards in the graveyard? Good question. That should not have happened. That has happened before all day enough. We have seen people put their pitch cards in the graveyard. That is not in. I wouldn't say it's not intentional, but that is not what should have happened.
yeah, no, I'm sure that it's probably just he didn't realize. I mean, Kano's definitely different to block against. That being said, he's never going to see those cards again. So not for the rest of the game, because I'm pretty sure it ends this turn.
Certainly. Yeah. I mean,
there's no way that Dom doesn't just go for it unless his hand is.
Well, you take this first.
All red.
Yeah, you say no blood.
You just eat 5 damage, and then.
Yeah.
You can take the next one too, unless he has like a second swing or something like that.
He did the playmat, you know? He knows. Yep. Down to 5.
Take 5. Yep. Is this that second swing? Might be.
If he comes the second swing, he's so dead. Like, he's deader than dead. Like,
yeah. Oh, for sure. But maybe Dom's hand is all red, and he just didn't want to fall victim to an attack react. Huh?
I think even all red, you might still be, like, because he can still Kano.
Yeah.
And then you find... What we find, like, I guess all of it only does 3, so...
If you find yourself with 4 life against the Kano, things are just not going well.
Sandbags the red. I love it. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Notably,
now imagine he's sandbagging a blue and has a sigil in his arsenal. Could you imagine?
It would just be strictly incorrect, but it would be cool.
It would be pretty nuts to see. That being said, still not lethal here with the Centauri Saber. Yep. So
1 top, 1 bottom.
Yeah, if he puts anything on the top, it's usually not going to be good for you. So
here's our Kano.
Kanoing here, Tome. Oh, Tome of Fendel. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a Tome of Aetherwind, but that's okay.
So that's actually not that good, to be honest. So he draws 2 cards. I mean, he effectively gains a resource here.
Yeah, he gains a resource, but he's right back where he started.
Yeah, that's almost equivalent to like kind of breaking on the talismanic lens there. But I mean, he doesn't have anything to worry about. He could literally whiff everything, and he would be fine.
Yeah, he'd still live. So
unless it's an attack reaction, which is why he probably should have taken the damage first, right? Because if that is an attack reaction and he does just bust every card here, he does lose the game. Why is he not taking the saber? Yeah. Definitely should take the saber first, because I don't know, if he just whiffs everything, I guess, yeah, it would just die to an attack reaction.
I think you just eat the saber. Make sure that it's not an attack reaction, and then
make sure there's no go again, yeah?
Priority to you. On the saber, no go again unless he breaks the boots.
Yeah, breaks the boots. But you just make him break those boots, commit more resources, and just lower the chance.
Yeah, exactly.
I would, yeah. We'll see if that... okay, so we're going to Crucible. Now we're going to...
And pitch the Aether Flare to Reverberate.
It's Reverberate for 2.
For 2? You pitch the last card.
Maybe you just block one of it. Like there's, I mean, it's not unreasonable to just block one. Yeah, I mean, you could block the 2. Then you're definitely not hitting him for lethal. But maybe you can just block 1 and then do the attack reaction and maybe get lethal as he continues to whiff, but likely not.
Okay. It was the second swing. Yeah, block both damage off the Reverberate. Dom's still got 2 resource floating, so we'll see what he decides to do here. He may just end up taking the damage and maybe arsenaling one of those cards on his turn, and then drawing back up and just, being ready to end the game on Gabe's next turn. It's the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just gonna keep going.
Wow. Does he
Yeah, I thought
find
maybe there weren't any blues left in the
for
old hand there, but
boating bolt for one?
for
Is it one?
one, I believe it's one.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's one. There's an
I'm
opt
trying to
after.
read it. Deal looks like one. I couldn't tell you.
Are you
Maybe
reading
it's
it
two.
off the screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to read it off the
Bro,
screen.
what do you have, like a 60-inch TV next to you? What the...
They're big enough monitors. My eyes are pretty good. I got 20/20 vision.
Okay.
Deal 1 arcane damage.
Opt one, right? This is an opt.
Yeah, opt 1.
All right, so maybe we missed the trigger on that one. Okay.
The opt effect take
Okay.
the 1 damage, and now he is in Voltic Bolt range.
Bro,
He's in range.
the
For
range
a
of so
lot.
many things.
Yeah, he's in range for just about the whole deck.
Surely this is the end of the turn, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Now you throw that bad boy in your arsenal and then just KO away.
Gabe needs to do the wire under the playmat tuck.
Yeah, he does not have a good tuck going right now.
Yeah, if you put the wire under the playmat, it is much less intrusive. I'm just surprised that he has a wire that long. Like my headphones, this is it. Like this thing is dangling. Definitely do not touch the table.
Some of us are just more blessed, I guess, right?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, his looks like a much nicer wire as well. These are, cheap Apple. Came with my phone, earphones.
All
Not
right,
great.
just E-Strike 5, go again.
I'm giving a review, Brendan. Come on. But yeah. Strike 5. I assume that this is where Dom just says, okay, cool.
Hopefully.
Here's a red Voltic Bolt. Unless he ultra bricked, which
he's playing the Nourishing Emptiness, so that's how the deck is not safe.
I don't know how you ultra brick though. He doesn't have a talismanic lens, so anything he rips off the top is blind. But I mean, I don't think we seen any red Voltics out of Dom here.
Nope.
Nope. Still
Unless
two
one was
floating
blocked,
around in the
yeah.
deck, and it really
Different
only
deck.
takes one to be able to close out the game. One and a blue card, so.
Man, we are tanking on this one. GTL Kano still at the gym this week? Yeah, he didn't come through, but just working on the tan, you know? Can't be showing up every week. That's just not fashionable. All right. Oh, why are we block? Let's go for the kill.
Wow, he is blocking. Never in my life did I think I'd see someone live for so long at 3 or 4
yeah.
life against the Kano.
There's the playmat.
I mean, I die at like 24 life against the Kano. So I don't know how he's living at 3. That's crazy.
He just needs, Dom just needs
I need to get
Ravenous
some
Rabble and lifting.
Yeah. Little Ravenous Rabble action.
All right, we have Tunic on 3. We have Metacarpus Nose. We have Boots. Like, man.
I don't know how you don't win here. Unless your hand is complete and
If it's all blue, then you just, like, I don't know.
I think that Dom is trying to, like, calculate through double sigil and a blue or something like that. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah, we find Voltic. We find Aether Flare. If we have 4 blues, then I mean, you can find so many things.
Like, worst case scenario for Dom is that.
I mean,
Gabe
I guess he could
has-
just brick. Like, I mean, I don't. Maybe he arsenaled a bad card. I guess. Like, I'm confused. Like, if he was able to choose his arsenal, then I don't understand what that card could be. Because, like, even if it's lessons, like, you just kill him, right?
Yep. I mean,
It's definitely not
there's a lot.
Sonic Boom.
There's a lot of things that kill him. That's the thing. Almost the whole deck kills him. There we go.
All right, let's go.
Now
Here
we're
you
gonna kill him. It's happening.
Watch Starfork Metacarpus Nodes. After all the thinking, that's what I'm prepared for.
I would laugh so hard. Boots into a Chain Lightning. Coming in for 3 must block damage.
Well, you go in response Chain Lightning, right?
The Crucible and the Nodes.
Because that chain lightning is at instant speed, so you can.
Oh, and then you play snapback for 4.
Right. That's how that works. Like, since he popped the boots. Ha! There's the nourishing.
There's the nourishing. So chain's coming for 3, and then snapback's coming for 5?
I believe it's 5 and then 3, right? Or am I wrong?
Oh, yes, right, yeah. Snapback comes first. Chain resolves backwards. You are correct. So we'll see if he can block that.
But you can just Metacarpus node the chain as well. So.
Does he have any? Oh, he has a card in hand. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, does he have any resource floating? But he does have a card in hand, so yeah.
It's lethal. The old thumbs up. Man, what the
What are they discussing? There's no way. Unless he has a sigil in his arsenal that he's been saying in the entire game.
Can't Metacarp on the chain anymore because you've already played it. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense, actually.
Yeah, so if he has a blue and then another blue, he lives with 1. Pitch another blue?
He's playing it like that so he can play snapback in response to chain lightning. Resolve the snapback
pitch another
first.
blue. And then a tome to block 2.
Oh, how's this stacked
to
right
draw
now?
2.
Yeah, so how's this stack? I'm so confused. Sorry.
So chain lightning allows him to play tome
Yep,
as an
out of
instant
hand.
because snapback gets played as an instant through its own ability. So he's drawing 2 more to try and be able to deal 1
lethal,
damage here.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. That's I'm confused. It's like that was just lethal, wasn't it? If he blocks, I'm a.
He's not gonna block. He is gonna block.
He's blocking. He just dies.
What?
It's 5 go again. He's just dead. Yeah, tone for +2. I know. It's
He has no
lethal.
resource floating though,
Like,
so he
it-
can't
yeah.
like swing the Centauri sabers or anything like that. So
Oh,
I
he
mean,
has no resource?
It ends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ends the turn. He did.
Okay.
He did have to fully block the.
For some reason, I thought, that was definitely a miss lethal on the wizard's turn, though, for sure. Right? I mean, am I crazy? Yeah, tone for +2 from weapon and arm, snapback. That's literally lethal.
Yeah.
You didn't even need to play the chain lightning, right? You just play the tome with the boots, +2, snapback and response. Yeah.
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah, I think it definitely was miss lethal, but when your opponent's at 1 life, well, you didn't need much before. You really don't need a whole lot now.
Yeah, he could literally sneeze on him and he would die.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, yeah. This entire deck kills him. Oh, we're blocking a tunic.
Block with a tunic for 1. Live with 1. And then swing the second Centauri Saber for free?
Yeah. Just quickly, Wizard Valve, because I know you're in chat, just like confirm that. You just play tome off the boots, right? +2, then you snap back and then play the Metacarpus nodes plus the Crucible, right? And it's just snap back for 5, it's lethal. I'll tell you one thing, I'm rooting for Gabe. This is... Yeah, 10. Okay, cool. Snap back for 6. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Snap back for 6.
Yeah,
You're
7.
right. Make snap back for 7.
Oh.
Yeah. For some reason...
An intruder.
Was that a cat?
Yes, it was. Been taken off the
snap
table
back for
right
7.
now.
Yeah, big snap back. So that was like mega lethal.
Yeah. It would have come in for 7 because he's blocking?
Boots. No, it can't because it didn't hit. What am I thinking? Man, this is crazy. What is going on?
He has all reds in his hand. Is he?
Yeah, he does.
He's blocking.
Yeah, he's blocking what? 8.
He's blocking the Centauri Saber so that it can't.
8. Yeah, blocking for 8. Twinning
Can't
Glit.
go
No, I
again?
mean Glit the Quicksilver is what we need. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that snapback was for 5. Yeah, it's obviously for 7. You're totally right. That's what. So.
If Gabe somehow, yeah, 7 because it gets buffed. You didn't account for the +2 from the tome.
Well, that was a Voltic and a Aether Spindle gone.
Yeah, if Gabe somehow
But like, I mean, he dies to
wins
like.
this,
I think there's another lessons. There's definitely a freaking. There's definitely Sonic Boom like near the bottom of the deck. We're getting decently close. How's Cannon not won yet? I don't know. All right.
there we go. These are both Canadians actually, so my brothers.
Okay. Lethal. Lethal. All right. There it is. The
Pitch,
final Aether
that's it.
Spindle.
Yes, sir. Block 5, pitch.
Sigil.
Block 3, sigil from Arsenal. Sigil from Arsenal. Show me the sigil.
Bro, it'd be so good.
Don't do it to him. Don't do him dirty like this. Show him the sigil.
I was like, I thought he flipped it too.
I thought he was gonna do it. Oh my god.
All right, well, we saw an interesting game. I won a bit longer than I expected.
Yep, me too. I thought it was gonna be a real quick one, especially when I saw a stir fork turn 1 for the Kano.
Yeah, what a weird.
But sometimes it goes to a 1 to 2 life in the Kano matchup, which I've never seen before, but it happens, I suppose. So,
Anyway,
that'll be it for that one. Why don't you tell them about Deck Edge, Brendan?
yeah.
They would love to know.
Some lighter topics, right? After that, we're a little confused, so I'll lean us out. Yeah, Deck Edge, obviously our sponsor, been here since literally week 1. Sells his product at MSRP if you get into his Patreon. Thing is, getting into that Patreon is pretty tough, so I've heard. But Dante got some news from a little birdie. What's that?
He's open spots.
Ooh, spots are open right now.
I can't believe it. Yeah. I can't believe it.
Specifically
it never
for FAB
happens,
Gauntlet.
people. Get in now.
Yeah, get in while you can. Either it's for Unlimited if you're going for that Crucible, that Monarch, or maybe sneak one of those first edition places for Kingdoms. It's really spicy. Yeah, definitely get in while you can. Great guy to work with, and can't recommend him enough. But with that, we're going to take a quick break, heading to round 6. Final round of Swiss. Then we head into top 8. See you then. right, and we're live for round 6. This is the last round of FAB Gauntlet, week 11, before we head to top 8. That being said, we do have Jacob Burns, first player in the US to hit 1,000 XP on Ira against Moody. He is back again on Bravo. And is this Canada's hope? Is this Canada's loans like North Star to win the Gauntlet this week, Dante?
This week, I think it is. I know that Moody's been putting in a lot of practice recently. He used to play Azalea and then realized that maybe that wasn't the move, and he switched over to Bravo. So it's cool to see him doing well. I think he's lost one game today. I had the standings, actually. I can take a look. Yep, he has 4 wins so far, so he's only lost 1 game today. And Jacob Burns is currently our only undefeated player, actually. So yeah, there you go.
And Moody,
he's the only undefeated player in the tournament at this point.
And he's Canadian, right?
Jacob Burns is not Canadian.
No. Moody.
American. Oh, Moody's actually American as well.
Oh,
he's
okay.
friends with us here in Canada, and I think he's moving to Canada soon.
Oh, so that's how that works, man.
He lives in New York City, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, weird.
So
I thought I was friends with the
American.
Canadians, but nobody tells me I'm a fucking Canadian when I play.
Well, he's not in the Snow Bros group chat either, so. He didn't get the exclusive invite, bro. Sorry.
Yeah,
and neither will you ever.
Yeah. Okay, maybe after I win your calling.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so we do see Moody going second. Pretty ideal for the Bravo play here, but we are back on that double Kadashi, which is definitely the move versus this Bravo deck, I think.
Yes, indeed. That needle's getting broken like turn 1 if you run it against a Bravo. Definitely don't want to be doing that.
And just to update you as well, I think all of our tables are Arcane Rising and Welcome to Wraith Heroes, except for table 4, which might be a win and in, where I did see one Shane and the one hero was upside down. So maybe we have a Shane, but currently it does look like a lot of Ira, Dorinthia, and Kano. So back to season 1.
Not too many chain players, to be honest with you.
I don't know why that deck is crazy.
I think it's a good deck. Now, that being said, I played chain in a skirmish this weekend, and I saw some of the worst luck of my life, and it has completely turned me off of the deck forever, basically. So that might be what's happening with everybody else. They might have seen no Blood Dead cards in the banish for quite a while, like I did, and they don't want to play it anymore.
Disable.
That's a yellow disable, I believe.
Is it dominated?
Yes.
Yeah, it's dominated. So right. It's for 5, isn't it?
No, yeah, I don't think it's dominated.
It's a cost 6. I forget how much this one costs. I guess
he must have dominated it.
Did he?
Why would you not dominate it?
Preferring
Disable
the Arsenal
cost
card. 5. Yeah, it costs 5. You pitched 6.
Yeah.
He pitched 6 and he's
Makes
going
you
second.
Oh! Whoa!
I'll tell you
Those
one
are some
thing.
premium cards.
Yeah, you feel great about that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
As the
if I were Moody here, I would be loving my life. Not only did he take 2 damage, but he also got rid of 2 yellow flick flacks.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, that being said, we have seen some of Jacob Burns' deck as he's been pitching and
tons of fate for 2 fates for seeing, 2
tournaments,
sinks.
2 fates, 2 sinks. So maybe it's not the end of the world for him to lose the yellow flick flacks, but I mean, any defense reactions you can get are always nice. Blocking with the Crater Fist here.
This exude confidence.
So something tells me he's got a big turn coming for sure. Razoring the Exude.
Okay.
Taking 7.
So Moody has Crippling Crush.
Yep. I think that's pretty face up here.
Might have Pummel as well. So if it's a Spinal, I think he has the Pummel. If it's anything except Crippling Crush, I think he has the Pummel. And if it's Crippling Crush, not dominating as Pummel, but we do see him gripping the cards like that. And that's going to be a Crippling Crush. I think that's 2 blues. And it's, right? Or is that a red?
It's not dominated, so it's 2 blues. So it's crippling. So the token breaks, so it only costs 6. 2 blues, and he's holding a card in hand and has something in arsenal.
Yeah, it's Pummel.
And if I'm a betting man, I'm willing to tell you right now that it's Pummel.
Oh yeah. But like if you're Jacob Burns, like you also know it's Pummel, you just toss the 4, you're like, yeah, enjoy
exactly.
the Pummel.
You throw
brother.
the whole hand. Your Pummel does nothing to me. How's that feel?
Pummel these. Oh, but is it? Yeah, it's not dominating. What are we talking? Oh, Pummel's gonna destroy you. Wait, he has a defense reaction. Okay, yeah, 4. So we have 7, 8. Oh man, this pummel's gonna hurt.
Gonna hurt real bad.
I bluffed the pummel.
Pummel?
Man, he just went for the bluff, huh? A
Oh,
sigil.
what in tarnation? Oh, it was a sigil.
Sigil,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Go for the big bluff. You know what?
I mean,
Not bad.
I would have played around the pummel.
I literally would have thrown my entire hand in front of that.
Yep.
No chance I wouldn't have. That's crazy.
Oh,
I think it was a really good play, to be honest with you. I was convinced it was a pummel. There was no doubt in my mind that that was a pummel.
Life totals are a bit rough.
Oh, we're blocking with the skull cap here? Okay. Do we have another?
I think he's just
Crippling
He's just blocking this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess turning out the second Adachi makes us think he's not going to block this torrent. Do you know what life the Bravo's at?
No clue. It is a little bit bright, to be honest with you. Jacob is at 15.
Well, I can tell you that he's at less than. I think Jacob's at. Yeah, he's at less than 15 or 16. Because that blocked for 2.
Yeah. So, well, he did take 7. He took 8 damage. So
yeah, why did we toss?
He would be at 12.
Why did we toss the armor in front of that?
That I'm not sure. I think I would have preferred to keep the armor, but maybe he didn't want to go too low on life. It's
yeah. I like all the armor blocks like kind of made sense until the block with the tectonic plating. That one didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna let the torrent of tempo hit, you just kind of let it hit. He's not drawing off mask, doesn't have any other cards in hand to be able to play, so you're not really worried about it getting go again, and you keep that tectonic plating up to be able to block future damage with maybe more critical on hit effects. So we'll see how he decides to end up going about his turn here. My assumption was that he had the crippling crush since he decided to.
Ooh, it pitches
save
the
cards
rouse
in his
too.
hand.
Well, it does look like
Pitches the rouse to Bravo.
Spinal. Okay.
Spinal 2 floating. Okay, I see. I see how it is. We're always threatening the pummel. Maybe
I
we
mean,
do
now
that
I
on
think he
pummel.
has it. Now I actually
Yeah.
think he has it.
Now I would assume that he does. So
Taking out Ira and making value bluffs. I think that's correct, Grendel, but not when you get to as low of a life total as he's currently.
Yeah.
Although I do not know the exact number. It is currently, he's at life total glare right now.
I think it was, so he was at 12, and then there he took 3 from Torrent and 4. Should be at 8 right now.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is, the red pummel. That's going to hurt.
So 6 minus 13. Yep, down to 7. And he will discard a card. Discards a blue. Okay, loses the mask. The
Exude confidence for 4. Yeah, hey, that's not bad. If I've only got 1 card to play and now I can pitch to buff it as well. I mean,
that does.
I'm not feeling too bad about that one, not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's really good. Yep.
Yeah.
Buffs to 6. Is that lethal?
No, he's at 8, so he'll live with 2.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, now he should be at 2 life if I remember the turns correctly and have done my math right. But yeah, that phone is just a little too bright for the camera to be able to pick up. So we'll see here. He decided not to block it, so you'd assume that his hand is probably pretty good.
Maybe, like, the Exude's, I mean, you could toss 1 card in front of that. I could see his hand actually being average here. Like, I don't think it has to be, like, a super gas hand and not block the Exude. Obviously, like, he took a ton of damage. But he could have tried to gamble that the Exude would not get pumped. I still think it would be ideal for him to to have a good hand if he decided not to block that. But I could see, someone making that decision if they had an average hand.
Yeah, I agree.
And he just got the old pummel for 10. Or, sorry, hammer for 10. Maybe.
So it's already coming in for 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the bluff. I love the bluff on the hammer.
Me too.
Yeah.
Unless
Hammer
you
for
Hayden
4.
Dale Classic and pitch a pitch a
I
Remembrance.
mean, is it the Hayden Dale
Because you
Classic
just
or
you
the
just you
Tower
just
Number
didn't
9
have it.
Classic where he doesn't play
Yeah.
around it?
No.
That's fucking crazy.
It's funny.
This
That was
Gauntlet,
a
Gauntlet week
funny.
1?
That was a funny gauntlet.
Maybe? I don't know.
No, that wasn't week 1. That was like week 3, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I wasn't able to play in that one, but I was watching and I had a good laugh. I was like, "Oh, he's dead," and then I see a Remembrance pitched. I was like, "Oh, he's actually not dead. That's
I know.
crazy."
So,
So here we go.
tough
The
spot.
Kodachi poke starts here, and get the value block out of the skull cap. Not bad.
Yeah, value block.
Another Kodachi coming through.
Do you block the skull cap there? I mean, if he's at 2, I don't know if he's gonna. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. He might feel like if his
Mask.
opponent dips lower than he does.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Could still have the
At least
crippling
he doesn't
here.
have to worry
nice.
about it. Oh yeah.
But could also have nothing.
A whole lot of nothing. Because he blocked with the skull cap, though, I would assume that he has at least something to be able to swing back with here. The token's active from his last turn, so whatever attack he plays will be discounted, and that should allow him to go into some more plays here. Jacob is at 7, I believe.
7, correct. Yep. Commander. Does he have the pummel? Man, this
Does
guy's.
he have the pummel? Oh my
pummel.
goodness gracious. This
pummel
reminds
is
me of the
everything.
time that I played against the couple times that I played against Jacob Pearson, that Red Riot tourney, and he like just bluffed a pummel the entirety of both games. It was insane. And I just didn't know what to do. And he pitches the pummel to play the pummel. Woo!
Yeah. I think it was
Oh,
good. It was
no.
good. It was good of him to not use the pummel last turn, even
Yep.
though he's bluffing it, just because it wasn't lethal. And it was just raw damage that just basically didn't matter. Now he's taking another card out of Jacob's hand. Jacob will only have 1 card going into this next turn, so likely will just be Kodachiing him, in which he can block 1 Kodachi with 1 piece of his armor, and then just take the second. Or sorry, just to block. But, I mean, yeah, choose a card, right? Depends what he draws.
Exactly.
So I guess Jacob is okay. Sink below.
Below, yeah. I'm assuming that he probably kept the blue.
Surely, right? I mean, that would be the premium.
Yeah, exactly. Just come in.
But if Wizard, I mean, not Wizard, sorry. If Moody draws anything decent here, I mean, he just likely uses his armor right here.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe.
he still has another card in hand. What?
Sigil out of Arsenal. Sigil out of Arsenal.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, the sigil's from the Arsenal. Okay.
Yeah, it's just getting late. We're getting old, you know?
Yeah, seriously. And then a CNC for 6. Oof.
Just get it's the old give me 2 cards, sir.
Yeah. Certainly not ideal, but also not the end of the world. If this was your, the turn where you draw into all the big stuff that you want to see. Ooh, blocking
3?
3? Maybe I thought he was at 2.
Well, highlights older than we expected, yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess I got that wrong. Did he play a sigil at some point? I can't even remember. You're right, man. We are getting too old.
He did play the Sigil when we thought it was Pummel, but there's Crippling Crush. Not dominated. So, coming in for 11 here. See if you can rip the hand. And we are going to block for 9, 10. So, blocking for 10, we will take 1 and go down to 2, I believe. Yep. Down to 2. And he has the blue to now pressure.
Yeah. Do we know what life mood he's at right now?
Absolutely not.
Not sure, huh? Jacob's only played 1 sigil, it looks like, just watching him riffle through his graveyard here.
Oh, yeah. And
so we'll see. Oh, it's
Remembrance.
the Remembrance in Ira. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting. A little tech choice, I suppose, but it can definitely be pitched.
Okay.
for a double Kodachi here.
So,
So I'm
we're at
assuming
1.
Moody's at 1 life here, because otherwise I don't know why he would block that first Kodachi.
Yeah, I mean, maybe his hand sucks. I don't know. Weird.
That's true. And could suck.
Okay.
Pitch. I would love to see. Oh, token. And then CNC for 6. Now the real question is, did Jacob draw the full defense reaction hand?
Yeah, I mean,
Or the
that's what you're
reaction
betting on,
hand.
right? That's the
Yeah.
only reason why CNC is like better than Hammer.
Yeah.
Especially if we're gonna go later. I think that maybe Moody has another sigil in his deck as well.
Yep.
So I guess he's just banking on the defense reaction hand.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I knew what life mode he was on so that I'd have an idea of what exactly he's playing towards or around. But it's tough to say without knowing for sure. But if he blocks this, I'm going to say that he's probably a 1 life. Ooh, don't overblock this. You can't really play around a razor here.
Oh.
He does overblock it. Doesn't he only have... How many cards does...
yeah, Jacob has 1 in hand, right? So, like...
Yeah. If he has a razor, he has a razor. What are you going to do about it, you know?
Yeah, because like...
You just gotta let it happen. You can't really play around that at this
Now you
stage
started
in the game.
the pounding gale, or you died to
Yeah.
like exude... I mean, now you died to everything. What? Oh, well...
Did Jacob tell him he had a razor in his hand? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm shocked. Usually you're going to want to keep a blue in hand, right? To be able to...
So if we play around this razor, we die. But like we just played around razor the last turn, which was made this turn bad. So now... I mean, surely... I mean, you just can't, right? Because like Kodachi... Okay, yeah. So like, why do we play around... Okay.
Yeah, no razor. So.
Eventually you can't like... You have to stop playing around the razor, right? So...
Yeah,
unless he draws like his unmovable or something, which maybe he did.
Yeah, I think last turn was probably the turn to stop playing around the razor.
Mangle's interesting.
Yeah, usually you don't see too many attack actions.
Wow,
too bad that turn that he played.
Does he have?
Yeah.
Oh, he has a staunch response. He's dead.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't play around razor, because he had staunch response this time. Nope.
You can't staunch a CNC, unfortunately.
Nope. There we go.
Okay, they know. I was gonna say we might need to get the judge in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is Jacob Bird's going undefeated in our Swiss rounds, so he's going to be the top seed for top 8. And yeah, it's been a crazy event. A lot of Kanos, a couple IRAs, a lot more Bravos than we usually see. We usually don't see any Bravos, and I think we have like 3 in this. No, we had 3, but we might have 2 in top 8. Maybe we'll get a Shane in there. But anyway, congratulations, Jacob Verns, going undefeated in Swiss. I think he's our only undefeated player. And with that, we will take a quick break and then head into top 8. See you then. All right, welcome back to FAB Gauntlet Week 11. We are in the top 8, and we do have Arcano again. But on the other side of the field, we have Shane. This is going to be Joel. I believe this is the same Joel Grizzle that goes to my locals, but I'm not 200% sure. I do think it is him. And, of course, it is Dominic, the Canadian, the one in top 8 here. And the chance
I can check that, but actually I'm pretty sure.
Is
No,
it
I
true?
think you're right.
Yeah.
I think Raymond Chow actually is. He's playing against Davis Kingsley, and I'm pretty sure he's Canadian as well, actually. Nice. So there are 2. Represent the North. Let's go.
Well, technically, this is Texas versus Canada. This matchup.
Oh, so I guess Canada wins.
Well, you guys, right? You guys do have a heavily favored matchup, I think, in the Kano versus Shane.
Yeah. It doesn't usually look too good for Chain in these matchups. I actually think that I like running not the Nebula Blade into Kano. I like running the Galaxy Black or the Reaping Blade just because it costs 1 less to be able to swing it. Mm-hmm. Makes it a little less resource hungry in a matchup where you really don't want to be using as many resources so you can keep something in your hand.
Yeah, this is I was lucky enough to play this matchup a few times. I say lucky, but I actually played this
you
first.
You were on the Kano side.
I played this first CFB video.
You were lucky.
Yeah, I didn't think that it was as Kano favored as it seems to be, and unfortunately, I put my co-host Kate Haydendale on it and kind of smashed him. But
yeah,
we will see.
I played one round of this yesterday, and I actually ran Null Rune 3, so the boots, the gloves, and the robe, and an Ebon Fold. And it actually worked pretty well. I found that you didn't really need the go again from the boots because the deck has so much natural go again from cards like Shadow Puppetry, Malverian Skies, things like that, that I was able to kind of like fend off some of the damage. And stop the really big turn with the Ebon Fold, and it actually worked out pretty well. So I want to test more of that.
I would definitely argue in favor of the Snapdragon Scalers. I think just because same thing with Ira, you just want to have that big turn where you're able to kind of go for lethal and make them have it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason that I did it was just to try it out. Basically, I've played the Chain into Kano matchup. I did some testing just to see how it went, and I lost every single game on Chain, and they weren't close.
Yeah, so I thought he had the grasp. Make a rune chant. Excuse me, sir.
Exactly. Pitch 2, make a rune chant with my null.
Honestly, if I was on the Kano, I would have let it go. I would definitely not have noticed.
I wouldn't have noticed either. Ooh, just the Arsenal pass. Okay.
The classic, but he goes, "Excuse me, sir," before you end your turn. Which I hope that Joel knows, and I hope that Dominic is aware as well, that if Dom decides to kind of go off here, Joel still has his action point and can still play his entire hand out. Mm-hmm. All right, there goes the E-Pot.
You can catch some people off guard like that for sure.
Does Dom rip the nuts again?
We shall see.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Lesson's not bad, especially if your opponent's hand's all red. Let's see here. Pitch another E-Pot. Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Double E-Pot in the opening hand, yeah.
This is a very good matchup for Kano. All right, Joel's going to have to deal with this. Oof. Okay, we do have the blue. We were sandbagging blue. That's good. Blue Vexing Malice. Take 1. Is he going to search up the Blazing Ether and play it? Most likely. Just because he has so much information on Joel's hand at this point. Fail to search? No. Okay.
You pay Blazing off that? Really?
No, I don't know. No, I don't
might
think
go
so.
For a.
I was thinking though. Sorry, he's just gonna play another 1 cost.
Gaze the Ages, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he could go gaze.
To be able to pitch.
He can just play another Lessons though, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm being a total idiot.
I'm thinking
just grab another
fix up your hand for next turn because this is still.
Well, your opponent showed you 2 reds, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess just chip in some free damage and then go for it next turn.
I don't know.
When you draw back up.
Maybe it's just the gaze. Play it safe. Okay, there's always that
Oh,
card. You can do that too.
yeah, that too. Forgot about that one. Forgot about the little free draw 2 here.
I honestly found that I started fetching that so much less with lessons than I used to. Go ahead and Kano, draw 2.
Yeah.
Or he has a snapback, and he goes +2, snapback for 5. Nope.
That'd be pretty nuts too.
Yeah, that'd be
He's
nice.
just drawn 2 here. So we'll see. He's
Oh, actually,
has 3
totally,
cards in
yeah.
hand?
I agree with you on the Ebb and Fold. I don't know. Yeah, because Ebb and Fold is Spell Void too, not because of fixing my hand. The Spell Void 2 is so good. I forgot about that. Like, especially like Stir Forked, like, it's so good. It seems. Yeah.
Like, I found that I really didn't need the go again from the boots, to be honest with you. It didn't feel bad. Let me put it that way. Usually it feels awful when you're in this kind of matchup, but it didn't feel bad when I had the Ebb and Fold. So, I'm gonna attribute my win against the Kano to the Ebb and Fold and the Ebb and Fold alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's worth trying. If you're playing Chain and you're doing some practice and you're trying to see what works, and maybe the fact that losing to Kano discourages you from playing Chain, as it did for me, I would give 3 Null Rune and an Ebb and Fold a shot. It actually works surprisingly well. But Dom's just Voltic bolting here. Just a free, easy little 3 damage, nothing crazy. Still 2 cards left in hand, so we'll see if he goes for anything else. But it looks like he's just gonna Arsenal and pass, and then I'll go right back to Joel here. The issue with ooh, a Whisper of the Oracle. Is that some Dante tech in there? What the heck's going on? Did you tell him about my tech, Brendan?
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
Well, no, it's just the list. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, right. You put my list out there.
It's not your list, you potato.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Sure. Steals my list, puts it right on CFB for everybody. Thanks a lot.
God, damn.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, the list of the man that
doesn't
even show up for
you
fucking
changed
practice.
you changed 2 cards. 2.
No, I changed like
cards.
7.
You changed 2 cards. You changed 2 yellow Rift Binds for 2 E-Strikes, and that was it. The rest of the list was the exact same.
Because
disgusting. No credit in the video either. Come on.
Because you took my list first. What the fuck?
I didn't take you crazy. You're insane.
I definitely do agree with, like, the one thing you did actually contribute is, like, no blue blood deck cards. Like, those are definitely, those suck.
Bad. Do not like.
I don't know. I heard an argument for a blue Unhallowed Rites, and I was like, oh, people really value getting that seeds on the bottom.
Yeah, they really like getting those seeds on the bottom. I don't know though.
I think organic.
Maybe in CC, but not in Blitz. To be honest, I don't think it has a place in Blitz.
All right, we're gonna fully block out this Command and Conquer.
Yep.
Which if Dom doesn't do anything here on the end of turn, I think you got away with Murder as the Shane player. Be very
for
nice.
Sure. Looks like he's doing something. No. He needs an action point to be able to do that. So
yeah, I was like, that seems he didn't hit,
I was gonna
sir.
Say, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's
I thought he was gonna use his boots into Toma. I was like, whoa, this early? What the heck? But yeah, so Chain player is gonna drop here. Dom's gonna get free 2 cards in hand off this Tome. And then it's like he never even had to block out. Of course, Voltic Bolt directly off the top.
It is the last Voltic Bolt, though.
Yeah. This does feel more like the games that I've played against Kanos. Just a quick pitch for a free 3 damage. Arsenal that last card. Call it a day. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to pitch a little more.
There we go,
There's still a card in hand after all that. Cool.
Yeah, it just goes in the arsenal,
Yeah, exactly. Pretty good. Depending on what that card is, I might have preferred to put the Tome in my arsenal, take some damage here, and then play out that Tome my next turn, and then just play off the top. I mean, we'll see what that arsenal is soon, but I think that those
Nice.
tome turns can be pretty good.
Both Whispers are exhausted.
Whatever will he do without them?
That is the quintessential resource card of Shane. There we go. We get some good banishes.
Yeah, little seeds off the top. I
And a
think it's a
little
blue seeds though, so there
bit
are
of
only a
a
few cards in the deck that
yeah.
actually works with. But if he has like an E-Strike in hand or something, it can be pretty good.
He really wants to
It's
play a
also
plunder
just
run out of Arsenal. Like that is gas in this matchup. Because you just threaten the hit trigger.
yeah.
The Whisper of the Oracle pick in Shane is based around the Nebula Blade and resources, right? So you just want non-attack actions and you want a resource base. So a non-attack action that blocks for 3 is pretty strong. So if you draw too many blues, you can play out the Whisper and still swing with the Nebula Blade. If you don't, it blocks for 3 and obviously you're going to pitch it. Once... Yeah, it's just 0 go again. Like, honestly, it's just because the block value and the resource value.
Yeah. So he's pitching the Howl from Beyond? Nope, he's not pitching the Howl from Beyond. He's playing out the seeds. That'll turn on the sword. It may not, buff any attack or anything like that.
Is the Unhallowed? Put the seeds.
But yeah, he's playing the Unhallowed.
Put the seeds.
I
on
didn't
the
see
bottom.
him make a Soul Shackle before that though. But yeah, that'll let him put the seeds back on the bottom of the deck. So I think this Unhallowed is just coming in for 4, and then nothing else special.
Is it better than blue seeds? No, it is not. Blue seeds is in the deck though. If you
Yeah,
if you could run 6 blue seeds, you would run 6 blue seeds, but you can't. You only run 2.
You run 18 blue seed. You'd run 18 blue seeds.
Yeah. It is definitely not competing like against other premium non-attack actions. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, look, Dom's pitching his own Whisper of the Oracle. Isn't that nice?
Meta card right there.
Everybody's running that card. It's just too good. Pick up your foils now.
Yeah, no Blood Debt Blues. So, bleh. There's room for them, just not. And it just depends on the deck archetype, right? But in Blitz, you're pretty tight.
In Blitz, it's just
pretty tight. Yeah.
Not good in Blitz. Not good in Blitz. CC is a different story, but yeah, Blitz is just they get way too cloggy. The last thing you want to do is have to waste your turn playing out blue Blood Debt cards in Blitz. You don't have time to be able to do that. You have to have like full pedal to the metal.
Blue Bounding Demagon is also terrible. Like it's probably the worst.
You have to play non-attack action, to be able to play it out of your banish.
Yeah, it's literally the worst one out of like blue Unhallowed Rites, blue Riftbind. Blue Bounding Demagon is by far the worst one. But we do have this Nourishing Emptiness, which that kind of blows for the Shane player here because he's not going to be able to deal with it in an effective way. We're going to drop to 5 as a Kano player. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for Shane as well, he has bricked pretty hard on his banishes. Did get the blue seeds, but did banish a Plunder Run. Not great. Plunder Run at Arsenal is probably one of the best things you can do against Kano. Just make him block, and then continue with. Go ahead.
Those first 2 shackles, I usually don't expect to hit anything.
Yeah, I don't expect
starting to banish 3 is when I start to expect to hit some stuff. And would you look at that? A red seeds and a ghostly visit.
Yep, pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Loses the Art of War.
Not too shabby at all.
Yeah, it's a scary turn though, because obviously, I mean we were able to drop to 5, but we should only have 4 cards in hand as a Kano, I believe, because he didn't have an Arsenal. Or what am I thinking?
No, he still draws.
I'm being a potato
before you draw. Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you talking
about? No, it's okay. We all have those moments, you know. But
Yeah,
Soul Reaping is good. You may banish Art of War, but if you're able to Soul Reaping, that is significant. He does Soul Shackle, so 6 with Go again. I think that as the Kano player, you just take this every day of the week. You just take it, make him commit more, and then 10 is a very killable number.
Yeah, I think you just eat it up. It's not really all that threatening. There's no on-hit trigger or anything like that.
Yep.
It's just 6 damage. And then if he wants to play more, he can play out the seeds and the Ghostly Visitor, the seeds and the Riftbind or something like that out from the banish zone here with the resource that he has floating and still keep 1 in hand. So It's not too bad. I definitely don't think you should be.
Just
Lethal
not,
here?
just not yet. Like that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
like when he uses his talismanic lens, like every time we've seen, well, yeah, almost every time we've seen it, it's just like not yet. Like make him commit more and then go for it. There's no reason to do this now.
When he's coming in for lethal, I feel like that's the time, or when he has less to work with.
Yeah, he
Um,
could still have the blue in hand. Like
Yeah.
obviously, if he has to pitch the blue, he does take the 3 blood debt, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. Definitely would wait to talismanic lens.
I think so too.
Double
But
top.
he keeps both on top, so
5 cards in hand, 1 arsenal.
and
double
gives a little
tops.
pat right after, so you know they're pretty good.
And then takes,
happily
yeah.
takes the 6. Yeah, there you go. So now we'll see what the chain player decides to do. My assumption would be play the seeds and then play the ghostly visit. Yep. That comes in for 4 and 1 arcane. Still, again, not lethal. No go again on this or anything like that.
Yep. Takes a
And
1.
I think you just eat the 4 damage here and keep all those beautiful cards in your hand and just go nuts on your turn. But he's going to use the snaps.
Which is correct.
Yep. Snaps will extend that turn a little bit for him.
Well, it's 100% correct. Like I think to kind of go for this, maybe he's gonna have to commit that last card in his hand. It's gonna be rough, but still, like you have to kind of make him have it.
Yeah, depending on what it is, but you got to pitch it. Oh, it's a blue at least, so that's good.
I hope this is.
I'll have 2 resource floating. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, meet and greet is
That's a
done
little
again.
spicy.
Yeah, so now it's like literally kill me or die.
Yeah. You don't mind that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, it creates a rune chant. But we had the double top with a pat, so it's looking pretty good. Double top with a pat.
If you ever see a Kano player pat the top of their deck like that, you know those cards were really good. That is a gleeful pat. That being said, no cards in hand from the side of the chain player. 2 resource floating, so the possibility to block at least 2 damage here. The meet and greet does have go again automatically because the arcane damage from the seeds hit.
Yep.
So it could be a sword swing after this
All
if
right,
Dom were to choose to block it out.
Bro, if it's a
but it looks like
stir
a
below
fort.
that, I'm just gonna. I can't.
It would be a little crazy. Might be the old stir in the arsenal though. Oh, I see. Okay. Might be a blazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blazing.
We're coming in for 8 currently. We block 2. We take 6. Blazing is like mega lethal. So. But down at 4.
You just pitch boots blazing out of arsenal probably. Pitch.
Forked.
Oh, okay. Or just do that. Yeah, that works.
Perfect lethal.
And then you extend the little handshake, and that is why that's a tough matchup for Chain.
It's rough. Yeah, it is a bad one.
Yeah.
It is not good. That is definitely, I think, one of his hardest ones.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, try that. Try the 3 null rune in the ebb and fold.
Yeah, definitely will.
See if you like it.
Give it to him. But I guess Dom kind of he pushes into the to the semis here. Yep. Congratulations to Joel for getting to the top 8. And yeah, it looks like a lot of our other tables are finishing up, so it won't be too long of a break before we get into the semis. Obviously, we did have Jacob Burns go undefeated, so we will see if he continues that streak. But anyway, big shout out to Deck Edge, our sponsor. He's got Patreon spots open just for this event and like literally does have them open right now, so I recommend you go there as soon as possible and get in while you can. They're notoriously hard to get into, and yeah, MSRP, first edition, unlimited, anything you want. It's the golden egg to be in if you're collecting or playing. So with that, we'll take a quick break and we'll see you in the semis. right, welcome back for the semifinals. We do have tower number 9, multi-gauntlet champion versus Let's on the other side on Ira. So kind of a traditional matchup, but we do see a blood drop brigade. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Dante, talk to me about that.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say, man. That is I mean, it's a card. I feel like it'll always be live the majority of the time, just because your first Kadachi is going to be hitting like almost every single time, unless they block with armor or something along those lines. So I can see the use for it. If you don't have a tunic, if your tunic's in the mail, or you just
would you use that or hardened cross strap
or anything. I don't know. I feel like blood drop brigade could be pretty good. It keeps those flying kick turns active. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I think I might do the hardened cross strap. But like you said, you usually just need that one resource. So
yeah, hardened cross strap discount. How exactly does cross strap work? It
just makes the next thing cost 2 less.
2 less, yeah. I don't know. I think I'd prefer having the extra resource than having something else cost 2 less.
T1 sigil right there.
Yep, we've seen that from quite a few Iras today, actually. I think the only other Ira that we watched was Jacob Burns, but he actually got eliminated by this Ira player, I believe. Now, Jacob Burns' deck looked pretty defensive, and just through testing and experience, I find that the more aggressive Ira decks tend to beat out the more defensive ones. So we could be seeing a much more aggressive Ira deck rather than a defensive one, which is why he might have had the edge over our undefeated Jake Burns. Coming in with the Torrent of Tempo here. Davis blocked with his
Skullcap on the second.
Skullcap, yeah. So
it's
I'm
pretty standard. Yeah, it's pretty standard. You block with Skullcap on the second Kadachi and springboard. Okay.
A little springboard somersault action. There you go. Yeah, I'm surprised to see that the Ira is not running the needle in this matchup, although I think people are shying away from it because there are decks like Davis's that are running springboards.
Okay.
But he is
Snapdragon
using
plus
Snapdragon super early. Yeah.
Wow, that is really early. Into a Pounding Gale as well, which isn't insanely impactful.
Nope. I got a little sneak peek of Davis's hand though, and he does have a heart of Findle in there, yeah.
So Davis just down to 17 here. Wizard Ralph asks, how does Tower keep getting this far? I don't know. Good question. I think it's his
Tower keep getting this far?
Yeah.
Like in the tournament?
Yep.
Being consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he practices quite a bit.
Yeah, if you put in a lot of practice and you play a deck that you're comfortable with, and the deck that you're playing is good, and you're a good player, you're gonna top a lot of tournaments. I think.
Tower wins. Tower wins a lot of gauntlets.
Yeah. How many has he won? 4 at this point. Yeah,
he was 4 in a row. I know it's 3 in a row.
That's 4 more than me. So.
Not for lack of trying to,
It's okay. All of my horrendous losses were on stream as well, so people can go back and watch those if they want. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. 2 stick out in my mind forever. Double potion turn 1 off the top.
Outplayed by Mech. I remember that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Outplayed by Mech, and Grendel hitting me with the why be good when you can be lucky, and then Blood Rush turn 1, Blood Rush turn 3, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I just no luck. So here I am.
Luck.
The Gauntlet loser, as I'm known.
This man talks about luck, but Tower number 9 is maybe closing in on his 5th finals. It's actually probably like 6th or 7th final. He's lost in the finals.
It's just being a bad player is all it is. I'm just awful.
If you can't play cast, correct. He is retired.
That's right. You heard it here
This
first.
this is what retirement looks like, by the way. Right here. We got,
Sad, isn't it?
leg tap for 4 coming in here. 1 resource floating up. No resources floating, so not too threatening. I think there's no cards in hand. Tower number 9, if you look at the edge of his play area, you can see the classic slew of cards just strewn about the floor in absolute chaos. You asked how this man gets here. It's just, he's building decks all day, every day. That's all he does.
Non-stop.
Look at that.
Clearly.
It's just
I
life.
see a War-Tune Herald on the floor. I bet he's working on Prism right now.
Man's got a literal carpet of Monarch cards.
Just a never-ending stream. So,
Right. So it was weird because, Davis didn't have the attack react, I don't think, last time on the Spoils of War. So he didn't block too much to play around it. But we'll see what he does with a Dawnblade for 6 on a Warrior's Valor.
yeah, spoils are always scary to be blocking against. Ooh, yeah, throw
Out of
the
hand.
Flick.
Only for
Not
4
too
as
bad.
well. Well, I think he's got a Flick Flack and Arsenal. Potentially, but, it's fine. Because the next attack, you do get the big...
The +2 on the
the big
defense,
+2.
yeah, so that'll end up working out a little better for him. We'll see if Davis decides to commit.
Okay, so he was holding
it.
it.
Oh,
Wow.
it's a double Flick Flack. I
You feel
see.
so good when you see
Yeah,
that.
I know. I would feel amazing as Davis right now. Like, thank you for your 2 Flick Flacks, brother.
The 2 reds as well. Like, those are the ones that are, like, really good against Ironstone Determination and stuff like that.
It's like, I will now proceed.
And Tower
to
can get
follow
over
you,
it as
and
well.
I'll get over it, yeah.
So
Now-
there's a funny ruling. I think you're about to talk about this. I don't think Let's held priority and then had them resolve at the same time, giving us next combo card +4.
Yeah, if he reacted, so you play the Flick Flax, you hold priority, and you give the next combo card +4. If he did not hold priority and he passed it to Davis, Davis said no attack reactions, and then
Oh my goodness.
whoa,
Anyway, giving
the
+6.
commitment.
Yeah, they did select
That is a lot of
Pretty
Flick Flax.
Funny thing, by the way, in regards to that rule, the Flick
Wait.
Flack, is that James and Jason Chung had developed. I think he's like one of the head developers. Were asked about that exact ruling, the Flick Flacks. So yes, that is currently how it works. Apparently, no, that is not how it is. Like they want it to work. And that is
Oh,
not.
really?
Yes. So there will be. They say there. I think they said there is going to be a comprehensive rule change that will stop that from happening. But currently,
Really?
yes, you can hold priority and double up the ability or triple up the ability in that case. Yep.
Yeah, if you play them together, basically one
Mhm.
after another. Wow, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that. Where
Yeah.
did they do like an interview or something?
So, well, the Discord had like they came out with comprehensive rules. They were kind of not comprehensive. So the Discord wrote up a bunch of questions of like really specific scenarios, and then
Oh,
they
okay.
submitted the doc to send it back. It's in, I mean, for you, it's in the Friday Night Draft group chat if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll have to take a look.
Ooh,
That's
Steelblade
interesting.
Supremacy.
I'd like to take a read through that. Yeah, the Supremacy turns. These are the must blocks. And
You know
now have
Davis is
no defense
packing some
reactions
reactions,
left in
yeah.
your deck. Yeah, I know. Ooh, a little sad.
I mean, yeah, looking at the Ira's armor, the Dorinthia player is definitely in the driver's seat, but the Ira is also at 26 health. I am seeing that now. I know we saw
Yep.
double sigil, but literally 0 damage has gotten through. That being said, Dorinthia is a snowball here, right? Gets the counters on. I mean, so being at that higher life total is going to give you a buffer, but you still need to answer the threats that are coming, you're facing down.
Yeah, the Hour player is playing very defensively. And another flick flag. My God.
So
I'll bet you any money there's a yellow flick flag.
there are two Flick Flacks left in the deck. One is yellow and one is blue. So I think Tower.
And
just
I
needs
wonder
to
if he's
stabilize.
playing like sync belows or anything like that. Like I said, he managed to beat Jacob Burns, who was undefeated through.
I don't think he's
all
playing the
of-
sinks. Yeah, he's running.
Yeah.
He's running leg tap. Like I don't think that
Yeah,
line
no,
ever.
I don't think the sync belows are in there.
Yes.
So, 2 D reacts left in the deck.
All right, Tower just giving us the view of his entire deck.
Mm-hmm. A little glint action. Get to draw a card as well because the
Really
flick flack
good on
came
the
from
Steel
hand.
Blade.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Double draw if this hits. I mean, you're not really risking. You saw all the defense reactions
Do you
go
think he
last
just? Do you
turn,
think he just?
so
Yeah, for sure.
like I said, you're feeling pretty good as if you're Davis here.
Yep,
Um,
does draw off the glint, so we are looking at 6 go again.
yeah.
And that is going to be an Alpha
Oh,
Blood Blue.
just kidding. Yeah, let's make it even more on the next swing. Why
Yeah,
not?
so we're only at 7, I believe, but getting the reprise trigger. Has not drawn a Steel Blade Supremacy yet.
Nope. He'll still be up a card after this hits. And the next weapon attack is getting +1 as well. He'll probably buff it with the bracers too. And there's going to be a lot of cards that need to be committed to prevent Davis from not only drawing another card off the Steel Blade Supremacy when the second attack is going to be hitting, but also keep that counter off the sword and try to not let him snowball. Something tells me he has another defense reaction. Otherwise, this would kind of just be going through at this point.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what do you commit all your flick flacks on? This flick flack would just be low value, right? Because it. I mean, let's say he has blue and yellow flick flack, 5, 7. I mean, I guess that does it. But that'd be all the flick flacks left in the deck. But no, it's gonna go down to 21 here. We're gonna trigger Dorinthia's ability. We're gonna draw a card off Steel Blade Supremacy and come in again. And I do think that Tower has another reaction. And he pops, Brave Forge Bracers.
Yeah,
He pitches for Dawnblade. This is gonna be Dawnblade for 6. 7. Brave Forge Bracers out for blood.
Yep.
Reprise trigger. So that is 7.
Yep, definitely not an easy attack to block.
That's a chunky blade.
Yeah, no, you're gonna basically have to throw your whole hand in front of this. Oh, actually, you still have the +2 for your combo cards, so probably just 2 cards here, or a
card
in
and
the
mask, but then you just get
then you just get attack reaction,
yeah,
and you not only lose the card and your mask, which would be really helpful on the Iron Song Determination turns, especially now that there are no defense reactions left in your deck. But yeah, it's a tough situation to be in if you're the Aura player. You still have a lot of life, but I feel like this is the point where the Dorinthia just starts to snowball a little bit out of control. And yeah, it is going to be blocking for 8 total.
Yeah, 8 versus 7.
Like a blue Iron Song.
Wow,
Ooh.
8 versus 7 was really tempting fate there.
Yeah, seriously, and he didn't have the attack reaction. I'm shocked. I thought that he was going to be able to get over that for sure.
Yeah, wow.
That's interesting.
Why throw the breaking scales?
Yeah, the breaking scales, I'm not sure. Maybe because he thought there'd be like another blue attack reaction or something, just to really stop that from happening, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's
interesting too, because Tower kind of needed that. It was pretty important for Tower for that to go through, because we do have like a 8 life discrepancy at this point.
Yeah,
sorry, it's
there
9.
There was no world where I thought that wasn't going through. It looked like he did maybe have that blue Iron Song response in hand as well, which is not great.
Yeah.
No mask to worry about at this point though, so he doesn't necessarily need to be making sure that attacks are fully blocked or anything like that.
Yeah, Tower down to 11 though. 2 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Yeah, he could just get chipped out for the rest of the game. I don't think he
does need a. Yeah, I said he needed a big turn. I was about to say he needs a big turn. This is a big turn.
Yeah, this will be the start of the big turn, because you get to arsenal that last card in your hand, draw back to 5.
And he's saved his Brave Forge Bracers too. I mean, we don't have to worry about Master, so I guess it's not.
He did have the yellow flick flack in his arsenal. My God.
This man has 1 blue flick flack in his deck, by the way. That's
it. Yeah.
That's it.
He's drawn every flick flack in his deck in like the first half. I like that. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you have the answers. He still has also not dipped below 20 life, which is just wild. Um, Davis finds himself at 10 here.
Wow. And
Lucky
there we
for
go.
Bracers,
Yeah, standard stuff.
Gadachi.
But now we deal with the
Torn
tempo.
for 5, yeah.
Kind of.
He only has one card in hand, no resource floating. It could be a Soul Beat Strike, which would be pretty devastating if you didn't block the full torrent of tempo here.
Yeah.
But, well, if it's an Exude, there's no resource to pay for it, right?
Well, it's still for 4. So
oh, my bad. Sorry. I was thinking of Nourishing Emptiness. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. Exude Confidence. Yes, that is a 0 cost for attack. And there it is.
Wow, 21 to 8.
Man,
like,
you are the prophet. Yeah. That's crazy, Brendan.
Holy shit.
Teach me this skill.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I could just turn off my monitor and cast these freaking games. Jeez.
Yeah, that's rough. Usually you're banking on the fact that
I love that it was literally Exude Confidence.
0 cost for attack, yeah.
This is actually on tower for
they do.
But like, yeah, I mean, this is a I think this is a misplay out of tower, right? Like, he blocked a second Kadashi, he didn't need to block. Like, it was totally like committed Brave Forge Base to that and got absolutely punished with the Torn Tempo. And like there was like a torrent was a reasonable thing to happen, and you're right, like red Soul Beat and Exude. Okay, those are cards. Yeah, so we know he has the blue Flick Flak. Tower does have 2 floating, which is pretty nice. He's got the boots this turn. This is coming in for 9. I mean, maybe we can swing it back if he does. Like, let's say I think if you're the Ira, you probably you might just take 9. I mean, Tower.
I would just take 9 here.
Tower's on 4? Yeah, Tower's on 4. You take 9 every day.
Break your boots. Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of them.
You're at 21 life. You definitely do not need to be blocking.
Yeah, with no hit trigger too as well. I mean, he pops the boots. I mean, honestly, I might even let him have the counter at that point.
I would.
Yeah.
If he's at 4 life, he's got what, 2 blocks remaining with his armor? 1 on the skull cap, 1 on the courage. I mean, I can definitely get every card out of your hand on an aggressive Ira deck, So.
And he does pay for Brave Forge Bracers, so that is going to be for 4, but. Yeah, I mean, that limits this to
the damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an Iron Sign response, I think you just don't block, right?
Unless your hand is complete garbage, like all blues or something like that, you just take it here.
Oh man,
no reason not to. And he is, yeah. Now it's just going to be the Irish show.
So Tower just has to live, and he can potentially come back with his courage. Like, his courage is his only way out of this game. He needs to draw a Go Again card, or needs to have like some big. But he needs to live through this turn where the Ira player has 4 cards. I think we might see an E-Strike. Ooh, God, dude, I'm so good at this. Jesus.
5 Go Again.
Yeah, draw a card.
5 draw a card.
He's got Razor.
Okay, so he's got a Razor in his hand, yeah. So it's basically just going to be, give me all the cards in your hand.
Wait.
Whoa.
What? He has the Springboard, doesn't he? So 3, but then it's not enough.
If the Razor will bring it to 8, that's the problem.
Yeah. And you have another block on the skull cap. Yeah, you have another block on the skull cap.
If you have the Springboard, throw the skull cap in front of this as well.
Oh no.
Otherwise the Razor's gonna get over, and
it's an obvious Razor too.
Yeah. There it is.
And then it's just lethal if you don't have it.
Yeah. Not great.
Huh. What's the idea behind not like, I mean, on that you would just okay.
Steel Blade Shunt.
Yeah, that was definitely.
It takes the 1, yeah.
That was definitely a mistake.
Might have just miscounted there in terms of how much damage it could have done.
This is for 2, yeah. And he's at 3, so he's going to have to block again. He does have the skull cap, which is gonna make, but we could follow. We could follow up with another Soul Bead, which would suck. Yeah, I think Tower's going to opt to take this. I think one way or another, he's blocking with the skull cap is going to 1, right? Like, that's literally all he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But, yep, okay, so he's going to pitch. Yeah, so he block a skull cap.
Come in for, yep.
But Tower's committed so many cards to this. I don't even think that the courage would be enough. Yeah, because, I mean, that's why I don't like Shunt. Look at that. The shunt took an extra card.
Yep.
Oh. Yep.
No cards in hand for this next turn.
That's a bummer because we
Probably
could
gonna
have
break the courage to swing the sword. Yep.
for 4, and you just take it.
You just take it. Yep.
He's at 1. You can, like, there's so many lethals, and even if you don't lethal him, you just rip every card out of his hand. Even if you don't, like, worst case scenario, you take 3 cards. You're like literally guaranteed to take 3 cards, right? Kadachi card,
sure.
Kadachi card, and then this like blue Flusterfist is card. So you're like guaranteed, and then he can only swing with Domboy. He's blocked with 1 card. Or actually, you don't know his arsenal, so I guess that changes things up a bit. But yeah, you go down to 4. But there's so many outs for the Ira to find lethal here. It's just a bummer because that scroll cap is literally what changed it. And I think we'll see the scroll cap blocked here. There it is.
Yep.
Razor dead.
Or Razor, and that'll be it, unless you have the defense react in the arsenal.
Nah,
nope,
it doesn't.
I think that's it. The extendo
Interesting.
handshake, and then that's all she wrote.
Yeah, very interesting to not play around the Razor. I mean, I don't think it was not playing around the Razor. I think it was miscounting to play around the Razor.
The torrent of tempo turn didn't help either, where he
That was tough.
blocked the second
Yeah,
Kadachi, and then the torrent came in.
Yep. Definitely. Well, that was a really good game. That was a tight one. I mean, we saw the IRA. Oh, god damn it.
No.
All right, talking to Tower should know better. He's just the tilted Tower 9 just leaves immediately. But we have gone to the 2-man scene. It has been set up. We were prepared for this. But we're gonna go ahead and pair the last round. I think our other tables are for sure done. But yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, we had a Torna Tempo was an important to note was that turn where we blocked with the braces when we didn't need to, and we were heavily punished. And then obviously the E-Strike draw card was super face up, especially without boots. Like with boots, it's like maybe, but without boots in a full hand, yeah, it was like of course.
Yeah. Unless you're thinking maybe it's a double Razor, but I don't know if you ever play around a double Razor.
No, you don't play around a double Razor.
Yeah, it was just I feel like it was pretty obvious what was coming. Better to just throw the skull cap in front of it. But like I said, he might have miscounted or something like that. Difference between 7 damage and 8 damage or something along those lines might have caused that. But yeah, either way, I mean, good game to both players, and we'll see that Ira again in the finals. He is going to be against Dom, who has successfully defeated his opponent, and it'll be an Ira
Canada's
final for today.
This is an Ira double sigil double Razor, so rough for Kano. Rough for Ira.
It will be rough for both, to be honest with you. If Kano's drawn hot, there's nothing the Ira can do. If Ira's drawn hot, there's nothing Kano can do.
Anyway, we literally have to take a break before they start playing, so we will be right back. We'll get that set up.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to the finals of the Gauntlet Week 11. So we do have Canada's Pride and Joy. We have Dominic on Kano, and of course Let's on Ira, the player we just saw take down the infamous Tower number 9. Dante, talking through it, what does it feel like? One of your boys, Canada might take it home again, second time.
Hey man, Kano is a very good hero. I think in this meta he is poised to succeed. The good decks right now seem to be Chain, Ira, uh, Kano, and I guess Dorinthia are like the tier 1 decks, with something like, Rhinar and Bravo showing a little bit less representation, but still being there. But those seem to be the decks to watch out for, the decks to beat. And Kano can beat them all. Obviously, the Kano mirror is a little rough, but against into an Ira, it's really just about being able to chip in, deal as much damage as you can, and then kind of blow them out with a big turn at the very end. Our Ira player here is playing the Needle. He may not know that Dom's running that unmovable. The unmovable
Even if he
could
did, it's like,
possibly
who
get
cares,
him,
right?
but also it really is who cares if the Needle breaks. There are a lot of cards with go again in the deck, like taps, for example, that I like to call combo extenders. And they just kind of let you continue to play because they're cards with go again, and it makes the Kano matchup, even if the Needle breaks, not so bad. If you have a read on the unmovable in Arsenal, you can also just play around it and not swing with the Needle, kind of just make them waste their Arsenal slot for God knows how long.
Yep.
So he may be aware of it.
Spindle for
But
5
Spindle
is
for
a good way to
5
start.
here, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So down to 18. We will opt 2, double top, and likely Arsenal. There we go. And that is a Sonic Boom and Chain Lightning to the bottom. Ira will draw back up. I assume Ira may have had a slightly red hand due to the way they filtered there.
I'd imagine so. We'll see what they end up pitching here, but
It's a flip fact, yeah.
as the Ira player, you definitely want to be putting on as much pressure as possible, as fast as possible. I think even breaking the boots on this first turn can sometimes be the right play if you're able to present lethal with your hand. And there it is, the that unmovable that we were talking about. We'll see if he has the razor in hand here to save the Needle. But it doesn't look like he does, because I think he would have played it out pretty quick there. So the Needle does end up dying, and Dom will probably end up blocking out the rest of this turn, depending on what comes out from the Ira. Looks like it's going to be a Torrent of Tempo for 5. Still 2 cards in hand, so this could end up being like a break the boots, play a flying kick or something like that, or an
he's gonna commit 2 cards to this. I think it's a great time to boots. It's kind of how you recoup from this kind of crappy scenario.
But he opts not to.
So may have just not had it there. I think that was the perfect time for the boots. You would have likely gotten in, your 5 to 7 damage if you did have that card. But
he didn't Arsenal either, so something tells me
sandbagging blues,
a little flick flack action in the hand maybe, or sandbagging the blues for sure.
But not double blue, right? So he must have just had a very, very, very blue hand.
Yep.
Oh, there's the exude. So we know that. I mean, pumping this exude is scary, but you could pump it to 8 if these are double blues. What do you think about this exude confidence card? Are you gonna start playing it, Dante?
Probably not. I don't like that it blocks for 2. I think it's good against Kano, but the majority of Kano players are not playing on your turn. And I feel like the boots are kind of necessary to make it good and see the usefulness out of it, but I tend to use my boots on more aggressive turns. I like that if you play it late game, you just throw it on the board. Your opponent basically is forced to overblock it to prevent you from buffing it. It's a good card. I can see the use, but for now, it's not being included in my deck specifically. But I also haven't tested it all with it, so I'm not sure just how good it is in certain matchups.
Toma Fiendel is going to gain
5,
4.
4?
Yeah, he committed a card up to 15. Yeah. Toma Fiendel is really good in the Ira matchup, but then again, the Ira does have the double sigil, double razor, like we talked about, which is so good in this matchup.
Yeah, it makes it pretty tough for the Kano for sure. Got something with the Arsenal. It's always I don't know if Dom's been
Why
watching his
didn't he use
stream
a
or the
yeah?
replays or anything like
Good
that,
point.
but
Dom didn't use his tunic counter to cast the Tome of Fyendal.
yeah, I think that's what I would have done. It makes the most sense to get the most life. Also, if your opponent's not coming in for lethal, I would also just keep the other card in my hand. It was a blue reverberate, it looks like, that he blocked with. Um, so keep the blue reverberate in your hand, and you pay off your tunic to use the tome. You gain, what would that be, 6 life
Yeah,
back,
6 life.
and then you now have 6 cards to work with, including an extra blue to be able to just kind of rip off the top and see what you get.
I agree with you. I think
Um,
that is the correct play line.
yeah. We'll see what's going on here. Dom might just be trying to mitigate the amount of damage that he's taking. But we're starting off by pitching a red flick flack on the Iris side. Best to get those defense
Another
reactions out of
exude.
the hand and another exude confidence.
Does Dom play double unmovable?
I think he only plays the one, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Yeah, double will be a little much.
Yeah, I think that it's a little unmovable heavy. I don't know if I would recommend double unmovable, but
Would you recommend one unmovable?
I wouldn't even recommend one.
Yeah.
I think I think that there are like very niche situations like this where you break a needle turn 1 and you feel great about it. But
Yeah,
most
but
of the time
if we
that
all
needle's
yeah.
not getting broken turn 1. That needle's gonna get broken like turn 3, and it already got its value.
Yeah.
And it's just like if you rip it off the top, you're just crying.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You're,
if we all played by that philosophy, then these Ira decks with Nourishing Emptiness would make sense, but they don't. Because
yeah, like you're
the card's bad. Like yes, if you the 2%er, it's great, but it's bad. But Brutal Assault is not a bad card, I guess. Some buyers have been known to play it.
Yes, the master deck builder at work, tinkering in the workshop,
Yeah, that was
and then
when I
not
knew.
finding a suitable replacement for Drone of Brutality, unfortunately, and then getting memed on stream by 2 people he thought were his friends.
At least it
Feels
only
bad.
lasted for like 3 months, 4 months.
Hey, that's okay. I don't mind. People are just jealous of my genius, the brutal assault tech. You'll see. Matt Rogers will play it. Everybody will get right on it.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're blocking with the Whisper of the Oracle here. Um, again, reduce some damage. And then we'll see what Dom's able to come back with here.
Yeah, I
Name of
mean,
the game
hopefully
at
he
this
starts to
point
turn
is,
it up because,
yeah,
I mean, like I said, like double. I mean, we've said it a million times, but the double sigil in particular is just so brutal when you try to play this longer game.
mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly,
The longer
like
the game goes, the more chances the Ira has
for sure,
to draw into it.
yeah, and it's not great to face as the Kano in my opinion. Just like the other opponent being on 26 life.
Yeah, it makes it really tough to to kill them for sure.
Okay, so he's lessening here.
Mm,
Interesting. Like
into what off the top though?
I know that's what I'm wondering is like why the double lessons. Like that's a super aggressive play.
He has he has 1 resource.
Yeah, he's gonna
floating.
Kano it, yeah, but like it's just for 3, right? So, no snapback. So he's just gonna leave it on top, I guess. Interesting. Man, usually I choose the
Blue card?
the gaze, right? Like yeah, you pick
Yeah,
gaze.
Gaze the Ages, yeah.
I wonder what his
Yeah,
arsenal
usually
card
go
is
for
if
the
he's
blue.
putting if he's putting something like lesson on the top. What card is in his arsenal, right?
Yeah, he might have an insane like play line here that he needs a lesson in hand for, and maybe more blues. He wasn't able to get that with the snapback here, but
Possibly blazing in the arsenal. Lessons plus chain plus blazing. If Blaze was in the arsenal, would I top a lessons? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of different like
I mean,
lines that less
yeah,
can
like,
be
I mean,
used
that
in,
is the
but
card. I guess that's the card you top if you like plan to continue chipping, right? Like, that
mhm.
is the one cost that will help you chip.
The one cost that keeps on giving. Well, we'll see. The IR player might not want to commit too many cards to this turn, especially
Yeah,
if they don't have uh, blues left.
very grindy game so far, which
Yeah,
is not traditional nowadays. Uh,
no, not at all.
yeah,
These games usually last less than 3 turns. It's really rare to see the Kano player get a resource off of their tunic, basically. Um, but yeah, this one is we're in this for the long haul. I find that the longer the games go, the worse it becomes for the Kano player. Um,
yeah,
it
sure.
gives
I
the
mean,
IRA
surely
time.
against this list too, because
Yeah,
I mean, 2 razors is bad enough, but that with 2 sigils is a nightmare.
yeah. You're just the longer the game goes, the longer the IRA has to be able to draw into exactly what they need, basically.
Yeah.
But he's pitching the flick flack just to come in, deal 1 damage. Nothing crazy. Hopefully, he has something in the arsenal to be able to maybe threaten a little bit more damage. But that's an easy take one for Dom here.
Yeah, it's
Just
funny
kind of
like how
up the
different Dom's
damage.
scenario would be. Yeah, this is the finals. How different Dom's scenario would be if he didn't have um, the needle broken.
Yeah, it would definitely be a lot tougher. Like I said, there's a lot of pressure that's put on with the needle, and not a lot of these Kano decks are running unmovable. But if you get the unmovable turn one, I mean, sometimes it's just a feels good moment.
Okay, so look.
Um,
Okay,
Ripping the E-Pot off the top,
pitch the
that's
E
what we'd
pot,
like
rip
to
the E
see.
pot.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that was,
Get a little free E-Pot on the field. Still 3 cards in hand. Oh, okay, I see. He's passing. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, it's very late here.
nah, don't do that. Those are contagious, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, stream.
Don't you have a match in like an hour or two?
Yeah, I do. Against Kale McCreath of all people. God help me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Um,
I'm sure he'll be really tired and also in the middle
yeah,
of the night.
it's 6 o'clock p.m. Oh God.
All right, we got Sonic Boom for 4 here. What is? Yeah, I guess. I mean, just, it's poke, right? Maybe
Yeah,
get
just
something off the top. Maybe you don't. Whatever.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, always a good line. Like on your turn, it's a Sonic Boom.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. We'll see.
So it seems like for Dom, if he had used that tunic counter on his Tome of Fyendal, he would like literally have it back soon. I think next turn. So yeah, I think that was like strictly wrong.
I think he'd have it back on already, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to like it's also late here, so I'm like kind of like potato, but
Yeah, yeah.
like maybe.
I'm always potato man. Don't worry. Ooh, a nice little Voltic bolt off the top. That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
like to
I
see.
mean that's what's gonna bring Dom back in here if he's using the tunic like that.
Yeah, if you can rip the old Voltic off the top, nothing wrong with that.
Of course, on the turn that the Ira pitches 2 reds, by the way, and the Voltic is free, by the way. Like, jeez, that was pretty nasty.
Yep, and then 5 damage here. Just for nothing. Let's see what's in the hand.
I mean,
I would guess 2 more reds. Oh, he's
oh
just gonna take the
man,
5. Wow, that is
I feel like he has the sigil, like in Arsenal or in hand or something like that. Maybe not. I would have to think about his last draw step, but I think he has the sigil at the moment. Going down to 9 is scary. Because even at
very.
that, yeah, you're at 12, which is pretty close. Dom with that E-pot on the field is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And Tunic is up. So 3, basically an additional card in his hand. And what is our Ira player going to pitch here? Ah,
You're
dude.
gonna play the sigil from hand. There you go.
I
You
feel
said
like
Arsenal. You're not the prop.
no. I said Arsenal in hand. Run it back. Like I was like I'd have to think about his last draw step for it to be in hand, but it was in. Jesus Christ, man.
You're on fire, man.
I'm.
You have called so many things today.
I should Just ask me about your future, I guess.
Please tell me.
Doesn't look bright.
Excuse me again. Alrighty, so yeah, sigil for 3. Still keeping 1 card in hand. Might be sandbagging the blue, maybe.
Yeah, maybe right? Like, I think if you are sandbagging the blue, you don't Kodachi for 1 and float 2.
Definitely not.
So yeah, I think he's looking to end here. I think that's what these hands are communicating to me. The tap tap to the tap tap back. Yep, there we go. Moves to end the old Morse code to pass the turn.
Mm-hmm. See what Dom's able to drum up on his turn here with the full grip. Hopefully the arrow didn't draw into another almost all red hand, even though one of the reds was a sigil, but still.
Highly unlikely, right? But
yeah.
You never know. 12 is safer. It gets around most. Gets around all of like the really clear cut combos, right? It does not get around like we have exhausted 1 Sonic Boom. I think we pitched the first one like turn 0 or turn 1. Yeah, Sonic Booms break that math. Lessons can break that math. The opponent isn't able to block. Yeah, block well. But we have a tome. We're gonna draw 2. Please do not crack the talismanic lens. Oh, okay, he learned. Let's go.
He didn't. Do it. Nope. Saving the lens.
There we go. Yeah. So big old grip here. We got 5 cards in hand. Wow. I like. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? The Kano is gonna see the bottom of his deck this game, I think, and that is. Okay, you're lucky.
Ooh,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, another tome right off the top. Okay, yeah, we'll draw 2 here. Thank you.
I haven't seen a Kano circle back to the bottom of his deck for like 4 or 5 months. Like, or probably like it's like 3, 4. But since like literally
that's pretty accurate. The last time I saw it happen was Jason Long in the Calling.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
that was it. That was literally the last time I saw it happen. Other than that, it literally has not.
I wonder if Dom is preparing for OTK. I'm kidding. I can tell you that he's not.
I do see him counting. I do see the Morse code consultant. So.
Oh, the playmat abacus.
Yes, this could be it. Even taking the cards out of his hand to make sure.
That's such a funny thing that like so many Flesh and Blood players do, which I even do it myself. It's like, okay, remove this card from my hand. What's my hand look like? All right, so we have.
I do it too. I think all Flesh and Blood players do it, or at least the majority of them. It's just a good way to be able to see, like, if I don't have this card in my hand.
Is Dom gonna go for it? That's the question.
I need this card. I feel like if he is, this is the turn to do it. Is he choosing?
Yeah, I guess yeah. You can if you keep Talismanic Lens. Yeah, if you keep Talismanic. So yeah, I mean, if you Stir Forked Metacarpus, Crucible him, it's like really really good. He goes to 1, even with Sigil. Oh, did he +2 on that, by the way?
Riders, yeah, he +2.
He +2'd it. Okay, this could be huge. Yep. Okay, we pitch for 3. We're going to Stir the Aether Winds. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Crucible.
Now we have the potions. Yeah, we pop the potion. Do we Metacarpus nodes on this as well? If we have Forked here, how much damage is it? So we're usually
it's the Blazing.
We do. Wait, where's the Metacarpus node?
No Metacarpus node. Oh, there we go.
There we go. So that is 14, 16, 18 damage. If he has a Sigil, he goes up to 15. He literally dies through Sigil. Yep, right? We have 2, we have 4, we have 6, +3, which is 9, 18. Yeah, he dies through Sigil.
Yep. Can't do anything about it. So block 3, play a Sigil, and then play a yellow Sigil. Can you imagine?
Nah. Good stuff. Get out of here.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
This is literally like, what's funny is that the Sigil is on top of the graveyard. So it's like so blatantly checkmate right now. And there's the other Sigil that we talked about. Goes up to 15, dies perfectly at 0-1-3. There we go.
And Dom takes it. Let's go Canada.
That was off a rip off the top freaking Tome of the Aether Wind.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're playing Canada, you're ripping off the top. That's
no, it's just funny. Like, I mean, the classic forked for 18 damage. Literally killed him through 0-1-3 and the Sigil, which he had been sandbagging the arsenal.
This is exactly what happens to me every
That's never happens to you, bro.
legit. Legit.
Oh my goodness. That was really good. That was a good game. That was cool to watch. Really well played by Dominic. Congratulations, Team Canada. You guys have won another one.
Let's
2
go.
gauntlets
Thank
down.
God.
2 gauntlets for Canada. And congratulations. That was a really good game. I really enjoyed that. Talismanic lens wasn't even used. I love it. I love it. Anyway, that's gonna be us. That's gonna be it for us. That is Fab Gauntlet Week 11. So I went a bit late. So I know it's Dante's feeling a bit tired. We'll quickly shout out our sponsor, which is Deck Edge. Been helping us out since week 1, providing prizes to the players. So can't thank him enough. Been a great guy to work with. He does run a Patreon where he sells product at close to MSRP. That does include first edition product. If you're able to get in, that's pretty much the creme de la creme of hookups for Fab. So I know. And by the way, Dante, tell us about the special stuff. Tell us what's happening today.
The special stuff today?
That he opened spots, you potato.
Oh yeah, the Patreon spot. Sorry.
Dude's asleep.
Dude, I'm actually I don't know how the hell I'm gonna play a match against Elmacreath in an hour from now. I don't even know how I'm gonna stay up for an hour from now.
Anyway, Deck Edge opened the Patreon spot specifically for this tournament, so there are still a few up. We did check like 20 minutes ago, so if you're looking to get in, now's the time. But with that, that's it for us. That's Gauntlet Week 11. Congratulations, Dominic, and we'll see you all next Monday.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.